Welcome to San Antonio, Texas, the Alamo City today at the Alamo Dome as we have a couple of squads here ready to square off in the Alamo Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've been proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Complete to the left. Turning on the Jets at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, TCU! What a quick start for this offense, putting up points on the first drive.
And that's got to feel good, Reese. You've been practicing all week. You've been practicing against the looks you were anticipating to see from this defense. You get those looks, you're able to come out, you run the ball, you throw the ball, and this offense right now is in a groove early.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it in with a huge play, an 80-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USC's offense has the ball for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wants to to throw. It's Mayama. Here's the pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught, close to the marker, it's Crockett. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lemon. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them there.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Got his man downfield. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Trojans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To throw, it's Mayama. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Up, there he goes. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Using his legs, it's Payne. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Horned Frogs will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Finds his big tight end. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Lemon. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Finds his man. It's Lemon. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
And the Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down.
And as a quarterback, when you're facing man coverage, you've got to find your best one-on-one matchup. That receiver did a tremendous job. Quickness, changing direction, out of his break, able to create separation. There was no question the quarterback was going to target that receiver on that play.
They'll try to get it through the air. And they can't make the connection.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Field goal is good. That brings them to within one.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
When you're on offense, you see so much of this nowadays. You see misdirection. You see somebody flying across the formation. Why? To get the eyeballs of those linebackers, to get them to move out of a gap one space. Works to perfection here. That's why they break off the big gain on offense.
Right back to the well. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Got a man, it's McAllister. Turning it on! All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense needs to find a way to slow this guy down. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has over 100 yards receiving. They have got to find an answer for him.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And it's no good. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Sweet cut there. Breaks into the open. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
Defensively, you'll take the slow downs. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Mayava. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
The Trojans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll try the run. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Mayava. Floats it out in space. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down, and now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Looking for room. It's Battle. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. finds his man. It's Rodgers. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. He's going for the big play. He's got it! He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Horned Frogs started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. On the run, it's Payne. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. If they don't pick up this 3rd down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Crockett. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it. Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there, got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yardage situations with the quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyways. So I better be able to toughen up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. You see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
And the Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Mayava. Working the middle. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Sanders. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Got him downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
This guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He steps out of bounds just short of the end zone, and they'll try to punch it in from there.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, USC!
Touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. from the gun. They'll try the middle. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Back to throw, it's Hoover. Snagged out of the air. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McAllister. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That's caught. It's Payne. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get the first through the air. Rushes on him. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And with time running out in the first half, they'll take the knee, content with the lead they have, and head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Alamo Dome.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And they got it done in the first half, but he lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. The Trojans make a living on stretching the field with big plays in the passing game because they just throw the ball to that receiver.
No doubt about it. And guess what? Everybody in Hollywood likes this, right? Like the big, explosive, dynamic, fun plays. And that's exactly what USC does year after year.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And the Trojans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got his man across the middle. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
Hey, man, you're going to have to bring a lot of hats to the party to get this guy down. These big tight ends, they do not go down easy. He's able to make one guy miss, break a tackle, pick up some extra yardage.
The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Strachan. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Makes the grab. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown Trojans! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So a drive there of 82 yards, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Bailey. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really easy to be a quarterback in an offense that runs the football and then runs play action. It makes it simple. It makes the reads easy. It sucks the linebackers and safeties up where I can just make plays right behind them.
And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
And this one is perfect. That'll pull them back to within 6. Kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Oh, they're after him. Pulls it in. It's Straka. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Trojans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football. But this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Sanders. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Trojans come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
And the Trojans line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Setting up the screen. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. Third and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Hoover. Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wide out. Wide open downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. One word to describe this guy: unstoppable. Over 150 yards receiving, and he is putting the gold into that Cardinal and gold.
And And they do such a good job with this offense year after year. If you're a USC OC, you got stars. On the outside, you got speed. You know how to highlight them. You know how to find them. And you know how to feed them for big days like this.
23, TCU, 17.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
They're going to test the right side with this one. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play, quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire caused a wreck that had to be a blown aside. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Sanders. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Lane. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
What's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Mayava. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Wants to keep it in the air. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working on the right. And he's brought. brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
They're going to run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
What an unbelievable job by the secondary. No pass rush in sight. Quarterback had all day to throw, but they still took away all the options in the back end. Great job.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And the Horned Frogs are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Spins away from the defense. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the catch, it's Sanders. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Gets the back moving. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to throw again. Card in the backfield. It's Sanders. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive, but how about the defense just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field?
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. He's got it along the sideline. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. And they're not on the same page there.
Brings up 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end. Wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And that extra point was good, and now they have the lead in the 4th. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
21 yards. Second down.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Behind the chains now on second and long. He leaves it with his back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll let it go to the left. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
And the Trojans decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
The offense set for a 1st down play. Back to pass, it's Hoover. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So will the defense try to keep it all in front, or will they go after the quarterback here and try to end it? Quick strike complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to think about when you want to use that final timeout, when you're going to clock it. Every single second counts. You need a field goal to win, but you got to manage this clock.
They're facing a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It is your time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be 4th down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down, 4th quarter. Need a score. Great execution to get the 1st down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Trailing late in the game, quarterbacks have to understand, I have to get rid of the football. I cannot take a sack.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Pucks it out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get 1st downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Pressure coming. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a play the defense needed, right? It's been a battle all game long. Here we are, it's late, everybody's tired. They've given up a few yards on this drive, but they come away with a huge sack at a big moment.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Good right down the boulevard. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. Put them on top. They're feeling good, but they can't relax yet. Have to cover this kickoff well. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Ball is in. incomplete, falls to the turf, and that's going to do it, and it went